Hello BookTube, my name is Elizabeth and welcome to Book Babble. So today I am going to be doing my review of Fire and Flood and Salt and Stone, both by Victoria Scott. Fire and Flood I got from the library, and Salt and Stone I was lucky enough to get as an ARC from the publisher. But of course, that in no way affects my review of either of these books. Fire and Flood follows Tella, who is just your normal, average, everyday American teenager. She is girly and likes her nail polish and her friends and shopping, but her family has uprooted her to the middle of nowhere so that her brother can try and get well from a terrible disease that he has been sick from for over a year. One day, Tella receives a little box, and inside that box is an earpiece, and in the earpiece it says basically that she has been invited to the Brimstone Bleed, which is a competitive race, and there will only be one winner, and the winner will receive the cure for any disease. And of course, she is adamant about joining the Brimstone Bleed to win the cure for her brother. At the beginning of the Brimstone Bleed, every contender has to pick an egg, and right after the race starts, the eggs hatch, and each of these eggs contains a special animal known as a Pandora, and each Pandora has special powers. For example, there is a lion that breathes fire. We know that the Brimstone Bleed is going to consist of 4 separate parts: jungle, desert, ocean, and mountain, I think is what it was called. The first book covers the first 2 sections of the race, jungle and desert, and then the second book, Salt and Stone, covers the last 2 areas of the race, which are ocean and mountain. Now, there will be a third book in this series, I know, because the second book left off on a major, crazy cliffhanger, but both of these books were so interesting. And let me just tell you, Tella is absolutely the funniest character I have read probably in the last 2 years. She is just hilarious. For example, she is packing to leave for the Brimstone Bleed, and she must not forget her purple, shiny, sparkly nail polish, because even though she's running a race, she still wants to look fabulous, and she is just hilarious. Another example, in the first part of the race, she is in the jungle and she happens upon this guy, and something very important you need to know for this specific part that I'm going to read to you is that in order to get to the end of that leg of the race, you need to find flags, and those flags will lead you to the end. So everyone who is running the Brimstone Bleed needs to find flags in order to get to the end of the jungle section, and it is like that for all of the sections of the race. So here, this is what Tella says when she happens upon this guy in the jungle. But now I'm standing here in a jungle in the middle of God knows where, watching a convict and his lion tramp through creepy looking plants, and all I'm thinking is, homeboy's got a flag. He's got the right real estate, so maybe all I need to do is follow his ass. And so I do. She's just hilarious. There are so many things that Tella says in this book that just made me laugh out loud the entire book series. It was so good. Through dehydration and starvation and all the things that she's going through in this race, she still finds a way to be absolutely hilarious, and her personality is just so relatable and lovable, and I love Tella so much. Again, she is one of my favorite characters that I've read about in the last 2 years. Something that I really love about Tella is the fact that she is so attached to her Pandora. A lot of the contenders in the race have a Pandora, and they use it as a ploy to win the race, and that's what they're there for. They're to help you survive and to win the race. But Tella is one of the only ones that treats her Pandora as if it were a pet, a living, breathing thing that has feelings and can hurt and can starve, and I love that about her. Throughout the whole race, she is really treating Pandoras as if they are living things while everyone else is not, and I think that's extremely commendable. She has so many commendable qualities about her, and the fact that she's there because she loves her brother so much is something that I can definitely relate to, because I have 2 younger brothers that I love so much and I would do anything for. And again, she's just an amazing, awesome character, and she turned this crazy situation of the race into something that can be enjoyed, even though it's frightening and she could die at any moment. I would highly, highly recommend anyone who is a fan of The Amazing Race or The Hunger Games or Pokemon or anything like that, even just fantasy books in general, you will absolutely love Fire and Flood and Salt and Stone. Overall, I would give this series a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I just loved it so much. I cannot wait for the third book to come out. If you guys would like a discussion video with spoilers on Fire and Flood and Salt and Stone, I would be more than happy to do so. I have so many things to say about this book series, and I would love to start a conversation with you guys. Fire and Flood comes out February 24th, so maybe I'll do it sometime in March so everyone's had a chance to read it and everything. But again, I loved the series. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. If you guys did not know, I am running a giveaway right now that is going along with my year of giveaways where I'm giving away a book away every single month. The link will be in the description along with other books that I'm also giving away in the next couple of months. So definitely go and check that out so you can enter for a chance to win this Salt and Stone by Victoria Scott. Thank you guys so much for coming to my review of Salt and Stone. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.